and it's trying to front run the top edge, of course, because we're trying to get volume into the trade. You can see that the idea is that both of our pressure lines have to make shaded highs, at least shaded highs. The price has to be into a new high print. There can't be a higher print to the left-hand side of it over X period of time. Obviously, this longer the better. So you can see that at this point here, the orange line goes above the first shaded line, and the blue line goes below that shaded line. That is a sell trade into a new high, only into a new high. You can see it's never happened at any other stage through that process. You can see the last time it happened was here when we got the exact same trade idea here, only this time it was obviously the opposite. So this is another trade for Max here. It is obviously a sell trade. And as we go into Max itself, you can see that that area is the top tick price. There is no price to the left-hand side. So there is your Max sell trade right there. That's your Max sell trade. When the two of them go into that shaded area, it's into a new high, and that is your Max sell. Max will sell on that algorithm right there. So the price will be 35.5, and you can see it's dropped down to a beautiful little low of 34 and a quarter. It's 5 ticks profit. And this is actually what we're going to be using. Well, this is one of the possible ways we might be using the Discord server, Herman, is for people to basically to get this as a signal if they don't want to take part in the automated management program. But then obviously the idea is to still be able to allow people to be able to see what the signal is through the Discord server, because obviously we'll be in that trade itself. We'll be in that trade itself, and obviously based on that signal, we can recognize that this is not going to be a losing trade. But that's going to generate basically a box in the Discord rooms that people will see as a selling opportunity. And obviously it's up to them as a manual trade narrative to try and see whether they want to do that bit of business or not. And that's obviously something that they would look at. It is also an unfair high if you counted the prior balance area, which broke down off the 35.5s as a sell balance area. Cost us absolutely. So when you're looking at what Costas is talking about is this an unfair high on the S&P here? Well, yes, because if you look at the safe trade, you can obviously look at this balance area over here and say, well, if we break down out of that balance area, then obviously this price area here must be unfair highs. Is that what you were talking about, Costas? So there was one unfair high right here for a sell. And then obviously there was a new unfair high right there, wasn't there? There was another unfair high right there. So there's been two unfair highs that you could have shorted as a safe trade narrative. Does anybody see the unfair buy trade? There's two of them. Does anybody see the unfair buy trade? Well, when we break out of this balance area here, then obviously it prints a new low price here. Now that's not the buy trade because we don't know if it's going to keep going down. When the price goes up, that sets off an unfair low price, which means that you'd have been able to buy that area there. And when that goes up, it sets off another unfair low price, which means you would have been able to buy this candle here. So there would have been an unfair low to buy. There would have been an unfair low to buy. There would have been an unfair high to sell. And there would have been an unfair high to sell. 4 out of 4 winning trades. And a lot of people are too busy trying to fade this top edge here or trying to fade the bottom edge, trying to take on the danger jobs, trying to take on the dangerous jobs, trying to make the big money, call the top print price, whilst there's people in the background just making safe money each and every time. Unfair highs and unfair lows. Beautiful, isn't it? Stunning. Anyway, how did that sell on Max do? Pretty good, thank you very much. So the max sell has worked out nicely. We've dropped down quite nicely off of that high print sell. You can see we are now at fair value in the middle. Obviously, whether it flips over, whether it doesn't flip over, will tell us whether we're possibly getting another sell or whether we're going to be looking at possibly a measured move to the downside for a buy trade. Crazy? Not really. It's just the way it's been designed, guys. It's by design. And that's what we're looking for.